Hi, I'm Julie Gorman, and this is my midterm sports profile summary. I did my summary on Pennie Parker. She is the athletic director at Rollins College, which is located in Winter Park, Florida. There are about 400 student athletes and 23 varsity sports teams at Rollins. And it also happens to be my alma mater. I'll discuss her backgrounds and responsibilities in a moment, but I first wanted to share why I chose Pennie. With a male-dominated industry, I wanted to profile a woman in sports that has advanced through the ranks to an executive position. In her 10 years as the AD at Rollins, the sports program has won 20 Sunshine State Conference titles, 2 NCAA Division II national championships, and in 2013, she was named the Under Armour Division II Athletic Director of the Year. This award illustrates the respect within her field because it is voted on by her colleagues. She continues to be a part of several committees, such as NCAA Management Council, NCAA Legislation Committee, NACDA Executive Committee, and NACWAA Board of Directors. Again, these positions are positions that she had to be appointed to, so it just illustrates the respect that she has within her field. Her educational background: she went to the University of Georgia for her undergrad, and she got her Bachelor's of Art in Psychology. I'll be speaking about her work experience in a moment, but I also wanted to show that these are the promotional steps she took for her job. So there isn't a correct path to becoming an AD, but this was the path that Pennie took. After graduating college, she wasn't exactly sure the profession or field that she wanted to go into. So she just took the opportunities that came to her. So she worked a few non-sports related jobs, such as banking for 4 years, and a couple positions at her alma mater in the International Services Department and recruiting for the School of Music. She finally broke into the sports field when she was offered a compliance assistant position in the athletic department for the University of Georgia. In this position, she worked at a fast pace to deal with auditing the rules and regulations of a Division I program. From the University of Georgia, she moved to Jacksonville University from 1996 to 1998. There she worked as the Assistant Athletic Director for Compliance. Continuing up the ranks, she joined another Division I athletic program in 1998 at the Florida State University. There she was the Director of Compliance. One of the things she mentioned that she liked about FSU was that there was a much larger staff, so she was able to focus and become more well-versed on the financial aid and scholarships portion of compliance. Then finally, in 2002, she made her last transition, but this time to a Division II program, and that, of course, was Rollins College. Her initial position at Rollins was Senior Women's Administrator, but then after working 4 years, she was promoted to Director of Athletics in 2006. So that's where she currently resides. And then in January of this year, she'll be in that position for 10 years. So there are many responsibilities as an AD, but I just want to highlight 3 of the main day-to-day responsibilities that she has to do. That would be scheduling and aligning staff, budgeting, and compliance. After that, she also oversees the marketing and communications department as well as the athletic trainers department. For scheduling and aligning staff, Pennie has the responsibility to schedule all games and matches for every sport. And she also has to make sure that there are gyms and fields available and aligning staff members to the correct events and times. So this can get a bit complicated when she's dealing with 23 individual teams. So she has to make sure that she's organized and flexible just in case weather changes locations or the times of certain events. Then there's budgeting and financing. She has to create the department's budgets and allocate funds for each sport. She also works to ask for donations. And then she also is responsible for assessing and signing off of budgets for new equipment when needed. And then compliance. This is the role she's been doing for the longest, especially in her previous work experiences. So she's the strongest at this job, and it is also a major part of the athletic director's responsibilities. She has to make sure that the school's teams are compliance with the school rules and regulations, as well as NCAA rules and regulations. And it's a twofold job because she also has to take corrective action if an athlete is in violation of the rules. So she has to conduct her own investigation, and then she is responsible for any corrective actions to take. She also mentions 4 major skills required for being an AD. Again, there are many skills required, but these are the 4 that she said are necessary. And that would be learning to take others' criticism, listening, open communication, and time management. Learning to take others' criticism is essentially having tough skin. She learned fast that all her decisions would be scrutinized and questioned. One of the ways to overcome this is being authentic. By being authentic, it helps the process of being true to yourself and to your values. So when you are authentic, it's easier to stand by your decisions, and as well as explaining your reasoning to others. Listening is important for any leader in any field, but listening to your employees' concerns and problems, you have to do that in order to make any changes or progress within your group. Open communication is along the lines of listening. When you open that line of communication, your staff is more likely to trust you as a leader and be more committed to achieving the end goal. Finally, time management is important because it helps to analyze and prioritize tasks. This way you can be better prepared to handle the sporadic issues that pop up unexpectedly and that might need immediate attention, which happens quite a bit when you are athletic director. The 2 strengths from the Strength Finder 2.0 book written by Tom Rath that Pennie emulates are empathy and developer. What I ended up doing was taking these strengths and relating them to her philosophies. So her philosophies are treat the employees as family, and education comes first. Also known as the players are students first, then athletes. So empathy is a strength that is visible in Pennie's philosophy of treating the department like family. And Daniel Goleman defines empathy as thoughtfully considering employees' feelings along with other factors in the process of making intelligent decisions. Parker shows this trait in her philosophy because she realizes certain jobs, like coaching, consumes 60 to 80 hours a week, which makes it really difficult to care and spend time with your families. Therefore, she allows employees to bring children into work if the situation calls for it. She understands that employees have lives outside of work, so if they are able to efficiently complete their work with their children there, then bringing them to the office could be an option. Also, being the athletic director of a smaller college is beneficial because it allows Pennie to connect with her employees and student athletes on an individual level, which helps her better relate to them on a personal level, and as well as help them develop their strengths. Pennie states that one of the most interesting aspects of her job is the ability to travel with the teams on road trips. She said that this is important because it enables her to view the team in a different environment, and it helps her better appreciate and connect with them. So this empathetic relationship that she has with her employees and with the student athletes build a solid foundation for trust and honesty, which creates better communication throughout the department. This is also an example of servant leadership because she is attentive to the needs of her employees and shows concerns for them. Now, on the other hand, there is developer, and I believe this is one of Pennie's strongest and most noticeable talents. The developer's strength is the ability to recognize potential in others and work with them to help them grow and succeed. Pennie's philosophy of academics first demonstrate her ambition to have student athletes focus on academics so they will be able to have success outside of athletics. She stresses the importance of education and makes sure that recruiters are able to fulfill Rollins' competitive workload. And since Pennie has been an AD, there have been 18 straight semesters with a combined 3.0 or better GPA within the athletic department. This also illustrates a transactional leadership with her coaching staff because she offers annual bonuses for the coach with the highest team GPA. So she is reaching for academic excellence by rewarding her coaching staff money for whoever completes or best completes the task. At the end of our interview, she gave me advice, a 3-part advice, and that would be open to new opportunities, have positive energy, and be authentic. Being open to new opportunities allows you to be more versatile. She said that by taking opportunities presented to you, you are able to learn about new fields and acquire unique skill sets. Not only that, it also allows you to get a better feel for your strengths and what areas you work, and see what areas that you most enjoy doing. Then that brings us to having positive energy. She believes that having a can-do attitude is contagious and makes the working environment that much more enjoyable. Not only will you be a happier employee, but it will also show your management that you are a positive person and can bring that to other people. Lastly, she stresses to be authentic. As she mentioned before, if you are authentic and true to your beliefs, then it makes standing by your decisions that much easier. Pennie also pointed out that if you are authentic, then it builds trust within the group because people are never questioning your sincerity. I hope you enjoyed my presentation, and thank you.